All right, we are live and we are live on Instagram and we are live, I believe, also in our Facebook group, Queens Don't Settle Single to Dating. Also, you may be live seeing this on YouTube as well. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and please, if you find this valuable, go ahead and like this video, and then also subscribe to the channel as I'm sharing many inspirational and many things that are going to help you go from single to successfully dating. Queens, Queens, Queens. It's Monday Night Live. We're excited about tonight. Glad that you've joined us tonight. Again, I help those who are seeing success in their lives, but now are desiring to see success in their love lives. And tonight I have a great topic. I believe that will be great because many of you single queens haven't thought about this, so that's why we want to talk about it tonight. But real quickly, do you have any relationship goals? Do you have any relationship goals? I know you have goals because you're a successful queen. You probably set goals. You may even have a vision board. But do you have relationship goals? Not just I want to be married, right? Or I want to be in a relationship. No, let's go deeper than that. Do you have relationship goals? Okay. Now, it's very important that you begin to establish this. I was talking to one queen, and simply asked her, I said, "Do you have a desire, a goal to be in a relationship?" And she said, "No, not really. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't." But I don't know any farmer. Do you know any farmer that says, "I think I want some crops. I think I want some vegetables. I think I want some fruit. Maybe I'll get me some fruit trees." No, they are intentional. They plant seeds on purpose. And so I want you to really begin to think about this because if you have relationship goals, it causes you to move towards those goals. But if you're the type of person that says, "Let me just pray, and if it happens, it happens. If it's not, then this is not going to be for you." Because again, you set financial goals, probably you got health goals, most likely, right? Well, why come you don't have relationship goals? Okay, so in talking about that, they said if you don't shoot for the stars, then what are you going to hit? Nothing. So they said shoot for what? Shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars, at least you're going to hit something. Okay? And so what type of relationship goals do you have? If you're listening to me tonight, go ahead and you can comment below if you're desiring. What kind of relationship goals do you have? Do you have relationship goals? Have you ever heard even such a thing as having relationship goals? I want you to begin to comment that or let me know if you do or don't. Because many queens again have not even thought about, wait a minute, I do need to have relationship goals. So, okay, so let's talk about what type of relationship goals should I have? What type of relationship goals should I have? Because again, I am saying that relationship goals. Now, again, goals are not to per se receive something, to get something, to accomplish something, but goals are really set. You set goals to what? To become something, that it causes you to become something. So in order, if a real goal is going to cause you to change, it's not a goal if it's not causing you to change, right? So goals are really honestly to stretch you. It's going to cause you to pull you out of your comfort zone, right? That's why many queens that are single don't have relationship goals. Because why? Because they want to stay the same. No, goals are going to stretch you. They're going to cause you to think. They're going to cause you to become a better person. They're going to cause you to do things that you're not doing right now. And many of you are trying to be the same person, trying to get different results, right? And we know that that's not going to happen. So are you doing different things to see different results? For example, what do I mean by that? Let's just say we were talking about online dating. Wow, we had a great time with online dating, right? But just say, for instance, I'm not meeting anybody in person. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start dating online. Can't meet anybody or meeting the wrong people online in person. But now let me just try this online thing, right? What are you doing? You're doing a different thing, being the same person. Okay, and so what happens is that when you're doing the same thing, but you're the same person, you're going to get the same result because your results don't change. This is very important. Your results don't change because you're doing something differently. Your results change because you're being somebody differently. And that's the key. You got to become somebody. So that's why we set goals. Now, let's just real quickly talk about some of the relationship goals that you may desire or want to set. First of all, you may even want to have a time if you're wanting to be married. You may even have a relationship goal. I desire to be married by this time. Man, you shouldn't be saying that you don't know. No, no. I'm going to set a time that so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to say it's going to be this specific date and it has to be that it's written in cement. That's not what I'm saying. I'm going to set, because why? Because what's going to begin to happen is, without me even having any kind of knowledge of how this happens, I know that when I set a particular goal, what do I begin to do? I begin to think about it. I begin to do certain things and I begin to move towards that goal, right? So if you're saying I'm going to be married by this particular time, then what begins to happen? You begin to move by this particular time. Okay? So as you begin to do that, so relationship goal. When do you want to be married? 2025, 2026? Okay? Some of you say, well, I want to be married 2020, 2030. Why? This will give me enough time. No, you don't want to do that because why? Because you are not inspired. You don't have any you're not going to do anything differently if you're saying 2030. Well, honestly, if you say right now, I'm going to be married by 2030, what are you going to do different? Nothing. But if you say that I'm going to be married, I want to be married by 2026, early part of the latter part of 2025, that means that you're going to have to do some things radically differently than you're doing right now, right? Secondly, when do you desire to start even being in a relationship? When I want to be in a relationship at least by March of 2025. See, you're not thinking these things because you're not setting goals. So go ahead. There's nothing wrong with setting financial goals, spiritual goals, health goals, right? But what about even career goals, right? Being in a business. I want to start my business by this time. But you have never thought about it when you want to be in a relationship. I want to be in a relationship by this particular time. You don't worry about how it's going to happen, right? Don't worry about what do you need to do. All of that's going to happen, and I'm going to share some things with you tonight, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this because we probably go a little bit deeper with goals and everything like that. And I do a lot of one-on-one sessions with you about goals so we can kind of like really get precise about it. But so number one, relationship goal, right? Number two, a marriage goal. Number three, what the type of person that you're wanting to date. That in itself is a goal. I desire to date somebody like this, and this. He has this, and this. Yes, that is a goal. That is a goal. I'm desiring to date this type of person, and I want to marry them. That's a goal, right? Do you have him written down, right? What does he look like? How will he treat you? These types of things are a goal. Again, we're sitting back, we've prayed, we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we're waiting, and nothing is happening. That's why. Because you never put it on a piece of paper of what you're really truly wanting. What does that really truly look like? What type of relationship does it even feel like? Would you like to go for your honeymoon? Where would you like to spend your honeymoon? Have you thought about it? No, you haven't. So you got to begin to think about even with your honeymoon. What kind of wedding would you like? Would you like a big wedding or a small wedding? So I want you to begin to think about these things. Okay, I want you to really begin to think about these things. Because why? Because as you begin to think about these things, you're going to see yourself starting to move towards it. You're going to start seeing yourself getting ideas about it. And you'll be like, you know what? I never thought about this. I want a small, intimate wedding. And some people honestly will come to me and say, no, I don't want to get married in a church. I want to get married real quickly in a courtroom. I want to elope. And that's okay. That's your prerogative. That's your life. But set the goals. So again, we're talking about relationship goals. What type of person do you want to become? What kind of woman, what kind of queen do you want to be? What type of relationship goals do you have for yourself as a wife? Do you want to be the type of wife that stays at home? This is a goal. This is the goal. Do you want to be the type that has children and a stay-at-home mom? Or no, 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 I don't want to be a stay-at-home. In fact, I would love to have a man who stays at home and works from home and he takes care of all this. So again, that's a goal. Do you see this? I want to be in a house. I want to get married and then I want to have a house. And then I want this type of car. Those are relationship goals. These are the things that are going to happen within my relationship. Okay, I want you guys to really begin to think about setting relationship goals, because what is going to begin to happen is you're going to begin to become a different person in order for, and then you're going to say, oh, okay, so now I understand why this type of man has not come into my life, because I'm not that type of woman that he would be looking for. I need to become this person for him to meet her. That's why we're not meeting, because I'm not her, and her, this person cannot meet that type of person. Do you see that? And then what you do is just really just let it go. Okay. So again, I want you to just begin to just write down, take some time, write down some of your relationship goals, some of the relationship goals. And if you have any questions on IG, hit me in the DMs, right? You're here on Facebook, in my Facebook group, Queens Don't Settle. Comment below. We'll get, and I'll help you with crafting, and so we can begin to jog your memory. I'll jump on a quick call with some of you if you're desiring that as well. And then also for YouTube, if you're on YouTube, just comment below or message me and I will get back with you. All right. This has been great, 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 great. I would ask any questions, but I don't think that you guys are brave enough to ask me questions live, but that's okay. We can see it in the inbox. I don't want to be too long today, but I wanted to just ask you, have you set relationship goals? Do you have relationship goals? And the importance of the goal is not more or less to obtain it, not more or less, because I know a lot of times you guys hear me saying this, become the best version of yourself. Well, I'm working on me. In that sense, that's a goal. How do I know that that I am the right person for the right him? Well, you'll know it because you will start attracting the right people. If you're attracting people who you don't want to date, then you're the wrong person, because only you're attracting them, right? They're not just coming in your life by accident. Everybody we meet is on purpose, and it's because of who we are. This has been awesome. Set those relationship goals. We're not going to make this a long one tonight. Set those relationship goals, right? Set those relationship goals. And then if you want to even shoot me a DM or get in contact with me, go right ahead and do that, because I will help you craft some. And then not only we are going to set these goals, but many of you, I'm going to see you cross that finish line in 2024. You're going to either start dating with success, and then that's going to lead into a relationship. And then many of you are going to start talking about marriage. I'm all about results. I don't believe in just setting goals and then not obtaining them. No, we're goal setters and goal achievers, right? So I want to begin to see many of you in a relationship, the relationship with the man of your dreams, in a relationship that is the dream relationship that you're wanting, living your dream life. You're having success in all these other areas, but now it's time for you to start seeing success in your love life. And it's going to happen before 2025 is complete. Watch. All you have to do is what? Is begin to write those goals, begin to do it, and begin to move, and watch it begin to happen. All right. This has been, I'm excited, as you can tell. Remember, queens don't settle. Queens don't settle. Why are you settling for things that you don't want in your life? It's because you don't set goals. Don't set goals. Begin to set those goals. All right. Have a great night tonight. Thank you for joining me. Remember, Queens Don't Settle. If you're seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe and like this video, comment below. And we thank you for joining me, IG family, and those that are on my Facebook group, Queens Don't Settle. Have a great night. Remember, Queens Don't Settle. Good night.